Okay, so a very interesting thing happened to me when I was on my commercial flight flying out to my holiday a couple of days ago. So basically one of my family members had to sit on the opposite side to the rest of the family, next to two random strangers. One of those strangers happened to pull out a calisthenics book which basically described how to train using your body weight. And then obviously my family member just pointed out, oh yeah, Arthur loves calisthenics, he's really into it. And then I started talking to this random man, right? He was about 50 years old. Think about that, 50 years old, and he trains calisthenics and he's in amazing shape. But anyway, I started asking him about his training and we just started talking about obviously skills and stuff like that. And after the flight was over, he actually mentioned that he trains calisthenics twice every single day and 6 days a week. And I've always thought, and I literally told him, well, isn't that overtraining? As a lot of people would think this as well. This isn't just me. Like, even training once per day calisthenics is too much for most people normally. But nevertheless, he was still in a fantastic shape, especially for his age. It's kind of crazy. He had those sort of pull-up biceps, which, you know, when you see people like Philip work out and stuff like that, they have that sort of just shape of their, I don't know how to describe it, that sort of shape of their bicep, which you can tell that they do pull-ups. You can literally tell someone does pull-ups by the shape of their bicep. It's pretty crazy. But I just wanted to make this video to prove that you can train calisthenics very, very often and still progress and just build your physique up. He doesn't take any deload weeks as well. I asked him about deload weeks and we both agreed that they're not really that necessary. And I just think if you love training calisthenics, then just do it often. Like, if you want to train calisthenics twice every single day for 6 days a week, then you will still build muscle. There's nothing to say that, yeah, obviously you're overtraining and stuff, but your muscle is going to have to recover. I think a major thing in calisthenics is also the health benefits as well. You're going to be so much healthier if you train calisthenics twice a day, because it's literally a bit of cardio as well. When you're doing a high rep set of dips, you're literally doing cardio. It's basically like cardio. Obviously it's not like proper running or anything like that, but you are like getting that. Your heart is actually working when you're training calisthenics in your high reps, and even in low reps you are exercising, so you will get the cardio benefits. Does this mean I think you should do no cardio? No, I think you should. I mean, sports are the best way to train cardio, so I do tennis, boxing, and I mean, I'm doing swimming on holiday right now, but you can also implement running. Obviously, the good thing about calisthenics is that after you train your workout, it's kind of like delayed gratification, where you do kind of feel happy about it, and it kind of improves your life after you do the workout, because you've just suffered a little bit, and now because it hurts to do pull-ups and dips and like train, so after you've done that you feel like you've got stronger, so therefore you feel better. It just goes to show how important frequency is for muscle growth. I think that you should train little and often if you want to make maximum results. Training with an arm day and a back day, and I do kind of critique the two-set method by Siegel a little bit, because he tells you to literally train pull-ups once per week. Like, come on, you've got to be training with way more frequency than that. Your body can recover. It's not going to take a whole week to recover from your pull-ups, and you don't need as many rest days as a lot of people think. The guy did mention that he did get injured once, which is probably due to the high amount of training, so that's something you've got to watch out for. But if you're young, then you're less likely to get injured. A good thing that he's also done is that he's stuck to his movements. He's stuck to pull-ups and dips, and this is why he's been able to build so much size. Sticking to movements is so important if you want to progressively overload and get stronger and therefore build muscle. He also mentioned that he has a 100% clean diet. He doesn't eat any sugar, or he doesn't drink alcohol or do anything like that. And combining a clean diet with a little bit of cardio and calisthenics training is an absolute superpower, in my opinion. So the final question is, how often should you train your upper body? There is literally no right or wrong answer to this, but I would just say make sure that you get enough frequency in, so you're not doing once per week, you're doing at least 2 or 3 times per week. It's really funny because I always just had this idea that if you train a muscle once, then the day after you cannot train it, or else you'll lose your gains or something like that, and it will completely cancel out the training that you did the day before if you train the muscle again. You've probably seen that Joe Fraser video where he just trained his arms every single day for a month, and apparently they didn't grow at all. It's something called nuclei overload training or something like that. But I think your body can handle quite a lot of frequency, so maybe even think about adding some more frequency into your training while sticking to your compound movements. Thanks for watching, keep training calisthenics, and I'll see you in the next video.